Hi guys, it's Makeup Ray and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm gonna open my heart to you guys, let you know what I'm feeling. And today's video is about life after graduation. And I did this like it's all, what do they say? Rainbows and strawberries and rainbows and roses or something like that. I don't know, like it's all good, like at the end of it there's a pot of gold waiting for me, but it's really the complete opposite. In third year I was kind of optimistic about life after graduation. I was like, me, I'm gonna get a job within 3 months, I'm gonna be employed, I'm gonna be in London being a businesswoman. And it's like it's November and I'm still unemployed. I'm not even in a part-time job or a proper full-time job. So let's just get into the video. Sorry guys, but the lighting immaculate today. The first thing I want to talk about in relation to life after graduation is the fact that I'm no longer living in a university accommodation. As you can see, this is a different background to the one that I used to film in a few months ago, and this is my family home. It's so hard being back with your parents. Like at uni, I would just leave the house whenever I wanted. I would be walking the streets at 4 AM coming back from clubbing, and now I just be like, hey mum, hi dad, and then like a few days in advance, by the way, I want to go out with X, is that alright if I go out with them? My parents were like, I'm not so sure about that. And in my head I'm like, this is not the dynamic. I've gone to uni, I've been an independent woman, I've come back, I should be allowed to go out, but I kind of have to respect their boundaries and their rules. But yeah, it's so hard. Like I'm just used to walking out the house, to go to the library, go see my friends, do it whatever I want, and now it gets to the point where I'm in the house all the time. I mean, that's also due to the pandemic, which there's nothing I can do about. But before, when we were allowed to go out, I still had to ask my parents, and it's just weird. And it's also kind of different not living with your friends. I used to just go into the kitchen, cook my own food, wash my own plates and come out. Now it's like, hi mom, hi David, what do you want to eat? Do you guys want to eat something? When I'm washing plates, I kind of have to wash everyone else's plates. And it's just nice having to like care for yourself. This just made me realize having a child, having a family, it's a lot of responsibilities. This is like a dumb statement I'm just saying, but you actually deep it when you live alone and then you come back and you have to kind of think about other people. It's really nice when you're just a single entity, only caring about yourself. But I'm sure, that motherly feeling will come to me one day. This then leads me on to the fact that my third year, and a lot of my friends' third year, was cut short. Sorry, I left University of Kent in March, and usually I would be leaving in July. Do you know how many months it is? 4. That's 3. 4. I don't know what's wrong with my fingers. 4. Okay, that's 4 months. It's so sad because I don't even remember when my exams ended, but I know I'd have had at least a month to go crazy, go to pubs, go clubbing. I never got to go to the Cherry Tree and have a pig fucker, which is so sad. I never did a pub crawl. There were so many things I wanted to tick off towards the end of third year, which I never got to do. And most importantly, this one really hurts. This one really grinds my gears. The summer ball at my university. First year I was like, I'm too cool to go to the summer ball. Second year I was like, you know what, maybe, but I was actually going to be working the summer ball instead of attending. Third year I was like, this is my year. All my friends were on board. All my friends with different groups were like, yeah, we're going to go. Bought my ticket. And then there was a pandemic. It just came to ruin my dreams. There were so many things that I never got to do that I ruined because of coronavirus. And thank God I have not had coronavirus yet. But if I see coronavirus, I'm gonna fight coronavirus on sight. It's kind of hard when people are like, so what did you do in your final year? I'm like, oh, I went home. Yeah, I went home. I sat at home. I wasn't allowed to leave my house. I was like doing all my deadlines like this on the laptop. What about you? I've kind of moved positions because I've got pins and needles. Hopefully you can't see my ass in the background. Alright, so after university, you think I'd be able to enjoy the unemployment, and I did enjoy it for a bit, but once you don't have a job, everything comes crashing down. Yeah, student finance was good and all because I wasn't actually spending any money because I was back at home, but unluckily I was one of those people who had to pay full rent, so my money was still going out of my student finance, and eventually it does run out. But after like a few months, I was like, you know what, Ray, you're gonna get yourself a job, even if it's not something in relation to the career you're going into. You can get yourself a part-time job, and I didn't think it would be this hard. In second year, when I wanted a part-time job, it was so easy. Like, I was getting calls from like different companies like, please come to the interview, come work for us. This year there was no jobs in my area. I'd like to say that I did manage to get a job, but because of the second lockdown, they fired me. A day beforehand, they were like,
sorry hun, we're gonna have to withdraw your contract immediately, and if we do open and we want you, we will call you as priority.
I was like, damn. I really did a whole ass interview, got offered the job, signed the contract, was waiting to start because it was a Christmas season role, and then got fired. Let me know if you got a job but got fired before you even started it. I want to know if you can relate to that. No, I think it's only me. Yeah, so that kind of sucked as well. As I didn't have a job and I wasn't doing anything in relation to education for my future, when I thought about what was going to happen next, it was just a big question mark, because I wasn't going to do my masters. I was struggling to get a job related to psychology. I couldn't get a part-time job, so there was also a pandemic, so I would just wake up and there would be nothing for me to do except apply for jobs. But that can also get tedious as well. Once you keep getting rejected, it gets to the point where you're like, I'm not even gonna bother applying because I know I'm gonna get rejected. And that is a really messed up mindset to have, and I'm sure most people agree with me, but it's really hard to get out of that slump. And I just had to tell myself, well, if I don't apply, there's no way I'm gonna get a job. So I just had to twist the way I was thinking about it. But it can be really demoralizing, and it can make you feel really sad when you just keep on getting rejected and then you don't know what your life is gonna amount to. So if you don't know about me, I did psychology as my degree. And with psychology, you can basically become a qualified psychologist in an area that you want to be in, or go into HR, or do something completely different, because nowadays a degree will get you anywhere. And for me, if I want to become a qualified psychologist, I have to go back and do my doctorate. So that's a 3-year kind of like PhD course where I train to become a psychologist. To get accepted onto that program, you have to have at least 1 year's experience working with people with mental health, but usually that's not enough unless it's a research assistant post. So I think I would be planning to go back and do that in about 2 to 3 years time. And the worst part about that is that it's extremely hard to get onto that doctorate, and many people pursue a career in clinical psychology and actually don't make it in the end. And one of the like gold positions that you can get when you're training to get onto that would be an assistant psychologist. And because it's one of the gold positions, one of the best roles you can get, it's extremely competitive. So I just realized last week that my chance of getting an assistant psychologist post is extremely reduced and highly unlikely, just because I don't have a master's. So that like spun me into another train of thought. Oh my gosh, maybe I need to do a master's, because I really didn't want to do one. So there's so many things going on in terms of my future career, and I've been applying for jobs since I finished uni around June, and it's now November. I haven't managed to get a job in relation to psychology. I've had a few interviews, like 1 or 2, but been unsuccessful because I have no experience in that role. So for me, it's really difficult, because now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, maybe I should just go and do a graduate scheme. Maybe I should just be an analyst in a big company and get the big bucks. But I think one thing I do want to preach is that it's always good to not give up on your dreams. Have aspirations and goals and try your best to go get them. Do everything you can to make sure that you succeed, and I really want to make sure that I don't give up on this dream of mine. Another topic that I want to talk about in relation to life after graduation is the pressure to be successful. I think especially when you have African parents and you don't do a route that they plan for you, like either being a lawyer, a doctor, or going to dentistry, there really is that pressure to get your life on track and succeed. Especially if you have elder siblings who their life is going swellingly, you really want to catch up to them and make sure that you're on the same level of success and that you can even try and surpass them. So there is a lot of pressure in that, especially with the pandemic going on. It's really hard to try and live up to those expectations, and then this results in you comparing yourself to others. So I'm already comparing myself to my friends who already bagged graduate schemes last year, friends who've got full-time jobs, people who are in the year above me who are working, you know, you really just go into a downward spiral, thinking all the worst, comparing yourself to others and wondering, oh, am I good enough, will I ever make it? But I think as long as you're able to get yourself out of that slump, pick yourself up and have positive thoughts, it should all be okay. One of the positives about life after graduation is the amount of free time you have. If you don't have a job or a part-time job, all day is free. You can watch as many Netflix shows as you want. If you know me, I have literally binged How to Get Away with Murder really quickly. I just got the last season to watch, but yeah, there's so many shows you can watch. You can do so many things. I clearly have not used that time well, because I should have been filming lots of YouTube videos, so many makeup tutorials, gaining traction, but you know me, I guess I was just in a little bit of a slump and CBA to do any of it. Even today, it took a lot of effort for me to do my makeup, because I'm the type of person that I don't wear makeup that often. I only wear it when I'm going out to see my friends. So every day during the house, like, I'm barefaced, as you can see in most of my videos, so I thought I'd switch it up today. But yeah, there's so much free time. I mentioned this in my last video, but I've tried to make sure that I'm gonna try and do some hobbies. So y'all are gonna literally make fun of me for this, but I'm kind of trying to get myself into latch hook kits. So I've actually got it under my bed right now. One of my friends from primary school gave me this as a gift in like year 6, and it's in this box, and I haven't taken out this box in a while. I don't know if you know what this is, but you kind of get this canvas and you like sew pieces of wool to it to make a picture. It's supposed to be a sunset with a palm tree. When I was in year 6 or something, I clearly lost some of the colour of the wool because I ran out of yellow and had to order some online. By the way, I haven't done this in literally years. This is from year 6. I've got like a bag full of just orange wool and some brown in here too that I have not been using. But yeah, I thought, you know what, let me find something that I might enjoy, I might want to do in my free time. I don't know why I do my eyebrows like that. I don't know why. Hi. Imagine if this was my face, like all the time, just somewhere like, hi, my name's Ariel. I think that summarizes all my thoughts about life after graduation. I know majority of this video was negative, but there is some positives in there. You know, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and I hope, you know, by next year or a few months I will have a completely different outlook on this. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have a job related to psychology. If you've been watching the news, you would have seen that there's a new COVID vaccine and they said it's 90% effective. So this basically means if this works, you know, because I'm gonna let all the other people try that vaccine before I do it. Sorry, you know, let the Americans try it and all that. If this works, summer 2021 is gonna bang. And I'm not gonna be in this body in summer 2021. I'm gonna be in a new body, okay? You ain't fucked Nikki, you fucked the old body. Sorry. Yep, so I'm going to be in a new body, and if this vaccine works, our life as it is now is going to be completely changed. I cannot wait till the day I do not have to wear a mask outside, even though it's actually pretty good for controlling like infections and the spread of germs and all that stuff. I wear makeup, so when I take off my mask and my mask comes out orange and my lipstick, my lips are imprinted on the mask, it's not a cute look. It's really not cute, so I can't wait to be free of the mask. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you drop a like down below, and if there's anything that you relate to, make sure you drop a comment. You know, I like having discussions in my comment section about how other people are feeling about this too. Please also subscribe if you want to see another video of mine, because I'm going to be trying to release at least one of these sit down videos a week, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.